I love you, Lou
Perfect.
Fitness.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reviewing zero sugar cereal. I saw this online because when I was at work today, I was really just thinking about some of the different cereals that are better for you, whether they're less ingredients, more whole grain, multi-grain, low calories, high protein. I was really thinking about the exact things that people think about when they think of cereal, and what came to mind was sugar. So I looked up cereals with a less amount of sugar, with the least amount of sugar, and then it brought me to Target.com, which brought me this. So the Kellogg's Zero Sugar Strawberry Cream. At Target, at least the one that I'm at, they did not have another version of this. It was just strawberry. But not only is it 0 grams of added sugar, there's 4 net carbs and then 5 grams of fiber in it. And the biggest thing that it is not only saying that it's 0 sugar, but it's kind of hard to see here, but 18 grams of protein. 18. So this is kind of more of their version of a protein cereal. I'm sure some of you have seen like Catalina Crunch or Magic Spoon, or the Premier Protein cereal that they made that is pretty much whey protein, which is actually darn good, and I've had that, and I should review it and maybe compare them. But today's video is just about the Kellogg cereal. So without further ado, you guys, we're gonna try this today, and we're gonna use almond milk, unsweetened. Before we get into the macros, I was doing some research around some of this, and especially the ingredients that are in it. So I'm just gonna name off some of the very few ingredients that are actually in this thing. Soy protein isolate. So typically a lot of food is made with whey protein to be considered high protein. It's using soy protein, so a vegan plant-based protein. Pea protein isolate, so more vegetable protein. Expeller pressed canola oil. So now, here's the real fun part that I really wanted to look into. So not only is canola oil being used, which surprisingly is not that bad for you guys. It's almost at the same level as olive oil, but the difference between regular pressed canola oil and expeller pressed canola oil is that the expeller version of canola oil, and you can look this up to fact check me, is just a little bit less processed, and it actually uses the plant and extracts it from that, from the canola plant, versus doing the whole other thing to process regular canola oil. So in theory, in regular standards, expeller canola oil is actually better for you if it's processed that way. But because I'm more of like the health person, so I do like to do health and wellness. Is this better for you? And the expeller press, sure, by default it is. But if you're more of a fan of just no canola oil, that's your boat. But regardless, that's in there. And then modified food starch. Food starch is going to be found in a lot of things, and upon just small research, not a lot, it's really not that bad for you, and it really won't do anything unless you're specifically allergic to the way that the food starch is processed, or the other ingredients that are in the food. So if you think that you're allergic, or your body can't handle it, it's most definitely going to be something different. Other than that, we have allulose syrup, so just one of those things for you. And then lentil protein, so even more plant protein based. And then oat fiber, oats for some fiber. Contains 2% or less of natural flavors. So sucralose, another natural sweetener, but a lot of people don't like sucralose, which is found in a lot of things. Beet juice for some flavors and some color. And then beta-carotene for color, as well as BHT for freshness. So there is some preservatives in here. And then the beet juice, especially to get that red color. That's what I really enjoy about some of these vegan proteins is that they use beet juice to color these things. So without further ado, you guys, let's get into the price. $8. $8 for this guy. And it's a regular size. Matter of fact, it's smaller than a lot of the cereals out there. Not only is it kind of like a base size, it is only 8 ounces, so about $1 an ounce here, you guys. And serving sizes, there is 5 servings per this. So $8 for this. It is a lot more than Catalina Crunch. It is a lot more than Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon runs for like $5 or $6. This was $8, so which is kind of insane. But the macros, 170 calories, 8 grams of fat, 13 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of protein. So by going off of this math of is the protein close to the calories if you multiply the proteins by 10? Yes. So technically, this is a lean cereal, you guys. This is a lean cereal. So per 42 grams, you will be getting 18 grams of protein, which is not bad. And I'm going to go to the taste test here. I'm probably going to do 2 servings this morning. So I'm going to be doing 84 grams. Before I go into the taste test, when you see these ads for like nutrition breakfast or part of a balanced breakfast has something around a cereal, this is going to be probably one of the better cereals to actually consider nutritious, because not only are the ingredients 95% clean and 95% like very natural, it uses vegetable protein. So I say this a lot on a lot of my videos. I'm very sensitive / allergic to whey protein. So the fact that I could have this every day and not really worry about flare-ups, that's amazing. And again, nutrition wise, like you are going to be benefiting a lot more from this versus if you were to eat like Rice Krispies or, you know, anything that has a little bit more sugar, which again, you know, is great, but this is kind of what the cereal looks like. And already it's looking, I can like feel how like thin or how light they are. And I'm about to go through the taste test. Wow. That is indeed really good. You can taste the vegetable part of it, like it's got that vegan taste to it. Overall, I'd say based on price, taste, and macros and the amount of protein you're getting, I'd probably give that a solid 8.6 out of 10. And the only reason why I'm giving it that low, because I've given a lot of things higher than that, is because not only is it cereal, so it's perfect to eat every day, but unless like you have like a meal prep plan to eat the same cereal, because this could get tiring, I would not want to spend $8+ just for some cereal when you can go out and buy Magic Spoon for, yeah, it's a little less in calories, it's a little less in protein, and Catalina Crunch, which is also a little more expensive, but still less than the cereal. Ultimately, that's the end game here. I think that an 8.6 is a really good score because I would have given it a 9. The only thing that would have made it better is if it costed around the same as either like Magic Spoon or Catalina Crunch, like $7. I'll take $7. I'll take $6.50. $8 and some cents plus tax is really cutting it, because Kellogg's is a very big brand. Because when you hear Magic Spoon, when you hear Catalina Crunch, it's like that sounds, they're brands that are a lot less common. Kellogg's is found in every store possible pretty much. This cereal specifically might be harder to find, considering it brought me to Target, but maybe you can find it in Walmart, but you can't really find it at every store possible. So the scarcity of it really just racks up the price, I'm sure, because I'm sure they don't want to give it to every store just because they think that, you know, oh, not everyone's going to want to buy this because everyone loves their sugary cereal and they won't like it because it's healthy cereal and we have to charge more. So it's really just whatever. But regardless, this is perfect, you guys. There may or may not have gotten some cat hair in here. That it doesn't have to do with anything. This is a really good balanced breakfast, and highly recommend it for people who are sensitive to whey protein and still want to have some sort of cereal in the morning without like having to make it themselves. Because I get that there's cereal recipes out there for protein, and it's just not realistic. So yeah, that brings me to the end of the video, you guys. I would say like right out of the morning, if you're eating like double serving, you'll feel it because there's a ton of protein. I can kind of feel it in my stomach already, the digestion. So I'm actually taking a digestive enzyme, and it's been helping me a lot. So shout out to supplements. If you want to take a regular digestive enzyme, helps a lot with digestion. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below some other things you want to see me review. Also check out my website. I have a lot of helpful sources out there, and I think I'm gonna start posting recipes there soon. Along with, I actually just started scheduling different consults. So I am doing virtual consults. They are free. If you go to my website, home.lufitness.org, you will find that there is a scheduling section down below. You can click on that. Whether it's food-based, whether it's workout-based, they're all free. Essentially, we can either message through text, we can call each other, or if you're local in the Wisconsin and Minnesota area, then we can definitely chat in person for sure. But essentially, all they're doing is just giving you a good consult based on what you're already doing. If you have any questions, it can be answered really quickly. And if you're looking to schedule any sessions with me, go right ahead. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. And as I always say in every video now, because I totally invented this, bye-bye.